and you're listening to Session 69, nice, of Primordial Harmony, a D&D game that's based on Princes of the Apocalypse. Blah. My name is Michael. I'm running this, and tonight I happen to be joined by...
Hi, it's me. I'm first now. I'm Senna, and I play Delia, the Gnome Wizard.
And I am Kitties, and I am playing the Gnome Bard, Hum.
Hello, my name is Miles. I'm playing Tadias, and that is an awesome R-Seeker.
And our friend Zafin/Justin is shoveling snow. May the gods have mercy on him.
Oh, yeah.
When we last left the excavators... Oh, could somebody loop that for me? Minus, and then loop. When we last left the excavators...
Hey, we forgot somebody.
Oh, we forgot somebody.
Brand new character.
Fresh
new character smell.
I'll get...
Hey,
Oh, we did. Shit, you're right.
Fox and Rogue.
She's a what, Rogue?
Human Rogue.
Human.
A normal. Alright. Ugh, shaky. We're all over the place. Sorry, Joy. So, when we last left the excavators, sweaty, bruised, and tapped, the excavators, Marduk, Stoneflame, Char, and Torlir, Char is the fire elemental, by the way, exit the Temple of Eternal Flame, finding themselves in the ruins of Scarlet Moon Hall, the place they defeated Lycia Candlecord. Marduk and Zachriel got to work setting up a burial for the dead hobgoblins that allied themselves with the excavators, but as they looked through the bodies, Marduk found that one of his men was alive, barely hanging on. Hum brought him back to full consciousness, and Vardik, with a despondent look, began to collect broken bits of scrap from his comrades' swords and armor. I'm retconning this. He asked Torlir, the Azer Smith, to forge him a weapon and armor from this metal, but it would have to wait. For now, the excavators rested and spent the night in the hazy hillside. The next morning, they walked south to get onto the Silch Road. When they stepped on the well-tread path, Zachriel received the sending that informed him of the danger Forstride was in. Distraught, he informed his allies, and they quickened to a sprint, then a jog. After a time, they knew they couldn't keep this pace. Luckily, Illyria, with her growing connection to the Fae, was able to summon Fae-ish horses. Tadias and Zachriel rigged some ropes as makeshift saddles, while Delia and Hum shared a phantom steed. They rode these horses hard for as long as they could. Unfortunately, Torlir, whose body was that of scalding hot metal, had to stay behind and walk. Eventually, only hours into the afternoon, the party, Stoneflame, and the Hobgoblins still accompanying them, arrived in Tomarer. Zachriel would find out that the Wayshield station there had already left, but waiting at the station was an elf by the name of... I probably spelled it wrong. Can you fill me in, kiddies?
Raridan,
member of the Order of Lycan, petitioned the excavators for help. Some sort of monsters were lighting fires in the forest. Sadly, the excavators had to turn him down, but Zachriel informed him that if he stuck around, Torlir might be able to assist. Zachriel then went to the horse seller in Tomarer, and the party bought up his entire inventory of horses and rode these, slightly less demandingly, clear to Forstride. However, just as they left Tomarer, Illyria received a letter from her homeland via Falcon. Her father lay on his deathbed. Torn apart, she opted to leave the party and head to her home in the west. Dumbfounded by this, but still pressing on, the party continued, the sun sinking lower, and a few of them growing exhausted. They arrived on the outskirts of town, Zachriel heading for his home. The party dismounted their horses, save for Delia on her phantom steed. Stoneflame and the hobgoblins became preoccupied with a small band of gnolls away from the house as the excavators turned their attention to the Vitalis home. Dante was there, on the porch, and as soon as he saw them, he ran to them, gnolls firing arrows at the poor mutt. Zachriel, aided by Tadias' haste, charged. They all began to clear out the house, and just as combat began to wind down, a new person joined the fray, a woman with a deadly short-bow shot. Her name was Vox, and according to her, Zachriel's family and his hosted family were safe at the Wayshield headquarters, and that she was sent here by Gordon to retrieve Dante. She couldn't, however, being outnumbered and outgunned as she was. That's also a retcon. Despite being a bit mystified by this, the excavators, Vox, Stoneflame, and the hobgoblins reformed and headed to the city proper, dusk falling. Thaddeus and Hum, worried about their own families, took the reins next and directed the group to head toward Vardos Lane. They saw Citadel Hill, with its gates opening, a militiaman guiding civilians inside. They crossed the westmost bridge across the river, and onto the river plaza they saw a grisly sight of gnolls roasting a human on a spit. They approached, and Delia kicked things off with a fireball, and the fight ended quickly after that. We return to the late afternoon, because the sun hasn't set, evening of Kythron 20. Our hero's long day turning into a long night. Up. So, let me get some music going. Need a 4 stride. You guys stand on the river plaza looking up at the hill. What do you do?
What do we see?
Well, with the sun setting to the west, and starting to get closer to the horizon, you see the hill rising out of the ground, like because it's sloped. But it's hard to see any creatures roaming about because of how the hill is. But go ahead and make perception checks.
The gnomes hit both ends of the spectrum.
That's a spread. Alright. Okay, so I do need somebody to decide who's going to control the excavator token right here. Let's see. So,
1, 2, 3, not it.
No
I think
sales.
that Hum
I
will
actually
do
touched
it,
my nose. Alright, sounds good.
because I think I'm going to try to use my city secrets to get us through without getting hit by as many parts.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to definitely attach a roll to that. Going into ducking into alleyways and such. So, let's see.
I mean, we're gnomes. Hopping fence is going to work. Maybe going underneath them?
It's okay. We've got my steed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So you guys are going to be on a steed. Are you going ahead of the party?
I don't think we'd be like ahead as in like further ahead, but like ahead at the front.
Okay.
I mean, this is a phantom steed, right?
Yeah. For all intents and purposes, it's real until it takes damage or I dismiss it.
Does it make noise when it walks?
That was my question. Yeah.
I think so.
Probably. Alright, well, tell me what you're doing.
Well, we're going to try to find some shortcuts here.
Okay. Then you can
you know-
use the token and we'll see what makes sense.
Let's see. What would be the best way to go?
We have to cross
Is there
the
a
bridge.
Yes, we do. So, but if we take the bridge, where is Vardos Lane?
It's over her.
So let's go this way between the warehouses and then cross down here. So we get to about here.
So this is a fence.
Oh, that's a fence.
Oh wait, yeah, the orange, not the orange, the brown line is a fence.
Ooh. Well, we're hopping fences, remember?
How tall is the fence?
I have to decide that now.
Does your pony run up walls?
It's a phantom steed.
I don't think it flies.
It doesn't
But it
fly.
can
I can try. I can yeet it. It might not go far.
Well, I guess then we have to go on this road.
If we turned left, yeah, got exactly there. We could go down and hit the bridge you wanted to, if you want to.
I think that bridge is a safer possibility.
Okay.
Anybody
That's
argue
terrific.
that it's not? Because we're going here, correct?
Yes. Over that way.
Alright, so as you guys start to head that way, Zachriel will pipe up and say, oh, I'm the GM later. We'll say, you're going that way. You, and you, and you. He points to Stoneflame and the two hobgoblins. Come with me. Going to make a round, more direct way to the way shields. And he's gesturing to this direction. And Stoneflame shrugs and says, all right. And then he goes to Tadias and he puts his hand on Tadias' shoulder and says, if you need anything, send Udarnik.
Udarnik is with Illyria, I thought.
And Tadias, as he says that, you see Udarnik come out of the sun, carrying something. And it lands in your hand,
Convenient.
and it's got the blade, the dagger that you found in the Sacred Stone Monastery, the Blood Flint dagger, and wrapped around his little itty-bitty body is a note.
I'm gonna put the dagger and the thing in my bag. Nothing to do now. I understand. Go. What about this one? As I kind of shrug towards Vox.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you asked him?
Yeah.
He he shrugs and says, he looks at Vox and he says, you said you're from Gordon. Do you want to go back to meet with him, or do you want to help find their families? He talks to Nox and says that.
Yeah, I'll look at like Tom and Tadias and Dillia and ask them like, you guys got it, or would you like some help?
Help? Who are you? I thought you were Gordon's. Didn't he give you a task?
Yes, I'm supposed to bring back you guys back to the way shield.
Dante barks and it looks kind of excited now that he's surrounded by people he doesn't think will kill him. Zachriel says, it doesn't matter. I'll take the dog back. I just need to see my family. Need to make sure that
Well, I need to go find my family, and I don't even know if I trust this stranger. She just shows up, but she doesn't need to get back to Gordon. It doesn't make any sense. Who is she?
I mean, Gordon only has our well-being, like, surely if he sent her...
So did
She
Gordon
should be
tell
able to
you
help.
he sent her? Because as far as I know, we are being attacked in our town. We have this woman show up, says she works for Gordon, and all of a sudden she's going with us and not to Gordon. It doesn't make any sense.
Would you like to continue arguing, or should we go save your family? I'm only here to help.
Excuse me, who are you?
I'm Fox.
I'm headed towards my family. I don't know who this woman is. She could be a cultist for any of us now. She just shows up out of nowhere.
Don't you think I would have harmed you by now?
Try it. Come at me.
Just as
I'm
you
gonna
say, come at
intervene between them.
just as
I'll
you
put my hands
say,
up.
just as you say, come at me. Stoneflame says, "Look alive!" And 4 gnolls start approaching from the bridge over here, and
We can argue to it that's
others,
later.
several others come from here. All right, so we're gonna do the mob handling mechanic, the mook skirmish resolving mechanic. So, Zachriel, the hobgoblins, and Stoneflame start engaging with theirs that are converging on you guys here, and then there are some gnolls headed to you here. So let's make some checks. So for this mechanic to really shine, it's highly recommended that you let your imagination run wild. This is your chance to really communicate the fantasy surrounding your character. You have to ask yourself, how are my character's skills or combat prowess affecting the fight? If you're using resources, how is that affecting the fight? So, there's already DCs involved with this. There's two thresholds we need to meet. There's the total party check. There's the individual check. You all are going to roll once, and then we're gonna add them all together for the party check, and then we're gonna see if you succeed the individual check. So before you roll, you can use any resource you want. So for I think the only ones that matter right now are spell slots and improv, and inspiration. So improvise is +3 to the roll. Inspiration is the roll a die. For spell levels, if you spend a first level slot, you get a +3 to your roll. If you spend a second level, +5. A third level, +8. A fourth level, +12. And if you spend a fifth level slot, if you can make it sound awesome as hell, then you automatically succeed your individual check and you add +20 to the party check.
Damn.
But you gotta be creative. Be creative. Alright, so go ahead and make your rolls. You can use a skill. If you use a skill, you gotta explain to me how you're using the skill.
I'm
You use
gonna
it more-
turn.
Sorry, one
What?
more thing. If you use the same skill more than once, you gotta vary up what happens. Otherwise it gets boring.
Gotcha. Alright, I'm gonna turn to Vox and say, I don't know who you are, but if you want to help us, divert as much attention from those gnolls as you can. We're going to run and check on the individuals we need to find. And I'm going to try to just bum rush through this bridge, running past all of them that I can. I'm going to use my athletics and just charge through, trying to like wave as much attention on me as possible.
All right.
So, that'll be my roll. And that's this button. Boop.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go. Delia is Hum still on the Phantom Steed?
Yeah, it's the only thing that kept me from pulling a dagger on Vox, is that you had hold of my legs.
I'm gonna kick my heels into the Phantom Steed, and while we're like charging through these gnolls, send 3 scorching rays at 3 of the different gnolls.
Cool. So that's your roll. That's your attack roll +5. I take it.
Do you want me to roll all 3, or
No. You're just gonna roll. You can roll a spell attack, and that'll count for the check. And then you get a +5 to the roll, so you got a total of 20.
Okay, cool.
Box or
So Hum is gonna pull out her crossbow, which she's never good at, but she's gonna use it anyways.
all right.
And she's going to use the dual bolts and just start.
All right. Okay. So there's that. Box.
Oh, sorry. What did Tadia say to Fox?
I essentially said, if you want to help us, draw as many Noel's eyes as you can. Because I'm going to be charging forward, probably splitting off and trying to outrun him. So he's suggesting you do the same. You may not know this, but he's trying to make space for the Phantom Steed to run off ahead of him, essentially.
Okay, I'll rush in and fire off some short boar.
All right, attack roll. Alrighty, so let's tally that all together. And we're gonna definitely be using some of those mechanics. So where's that table? Alright, so you pass the party DC with flying colors. No party damage. However, Hum failed her individual check. But if a PC succeeds by 5 or more on their individual DC, they can negate the damage. And that can be literally any of you. So, none of you take damage. Congrats. So, you guys... So, let's see. Tadias barrels through the knolls with Delia and Hum on the Phantom Steed right beside a knoll, reaches up with a spear to try to nab Hum, but arrow sinks into his shoulder and he stumbles. And distracted by all of the body coming toward them, Vox takes them all out with a few short bow shots. And Tadias, or not Tadias, Zachriel and the Hobgobs and Stoneflame shout back, "Good luck!" as they barrel through their own band of gnolls.
So we're just going to continue on the road then?
Well,
Tell me.
Look what's ahead of us. What's ahead of us?
You see, the street looks empty at the moment. Go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you can notice more. DC decided. Before you roll, I promised. Alright, Delia.
Damn.
Actually,
What do your gnome eyes see?
The gnome eyes, who are so much higher up now, they see some movement over here at this little intersection. They see little snouts of hyena-looking snouts.
With my 11, do I see a conspicuously placed fruit stand?
You see some spilled over carts. You also see
any with wheels?
You also see some unfortunately dead citizens strewn about the streets.
Gotcha. Do any of the carts have wheels?
High or low?
Let's go low. Nah.
Wheels are broken off or like in pieces.
Hum whispers into Delia's ear, "You got anything that would be distracting? Maybe you could throw a fireball up ahead of them?"
So I
Delia.
haven't. So they haven't. They haven't. I think we're losing the forest for the trees. So they haven't like engaged with you, right? Did you still want to use city secrets?
I do, and I was thinking about sneaking through here because I don't see any fences in this area.
I mean, you rolled great perception. It sounds great to me. You ducked through an alleyway. You totally do that.
What I was thinking with the wheels is that I was going to rickshaw for Vox. Just kind of be the cart puller as she starts knocking down knolls.
That sounds how.
How about this street? Does it have any carts on it?
Well, no.
Nah, that was the market over there. That's why I was asking.
Uh,
It was like over this side, right? Is there's the churches market?
you know, not. You'll find out why, but the answer is no.
Cool.
So do we see anything on this street
This street.
to indicate knolls?
So you see what looks like some action happened here, but right now you don't see anything.
Okay, so we're gonna move this way, and kind of cut through this park area.
All right.
Now we saw the
Well,
knolls
it-
in Knolls corner.
Yeah.
You do see them. They look like they're just wrecking some stuff. And as you pass through these houses, you find that a lot of them are sort of the doors seem to be boarded, very very haphazardly, like hurriedly boarded up. There's like barricades in the windows.
Okay, now that we're at this corner, what can we see down this way?
So you guys are sort of elevation right now. You do notice as you guys rise up a little bit, you can see this street a little bit. Oh wait, hold on. You can see this street a little bit better, and it looks like a disaster happened here. You're starting to see like strewn bodies that both belong to Noel and person. But go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you spot movement.
Yeah.
Alright, it is Delia and Vox that spot a gaggle of them here. Seemingly like rioting, trashing the place. One of them's just like picking something off the ground and then eating it.
How many is there?
Oops. That many. I'm gonna adjust that next time. You have to beat the DC by 5 before I give you the number, since you're a block away. You are, to put it in perspective, you're 300 feet away. What do you do?
We are going to have to go this way.
You engage?
What do y'all think? There's 5 of them. There's 4 of us.
I'd say we'd have to take them out anyway.
You and Delia wait here. I'm going to draw their attention. You get them from behind. Vox, you're me.
Right.
So I'm gonna come on this end and then try to get on the other side of this area
Yeah.
and throw one of my bottles on this side to see if I can get the smashed glass, look that way effect on them.
All right.
And is that gonna be one of my checks, or do you want me to just roll something for it?
If you're flavoring your check, by all means.
I was thinking that would be an improvised use meant, and what kind of would this be? Let's just go with an intelligence check with the improvise. Sound good?
Sounds great. All right.
24.
When you use a bonus, just type it in so that it can.
Oh,
yeah.
copy.
Okay, who's next?
Was I supposed to go with Tadias then?
You said you're with me.
Oh,
right.
yeah, I said you're with me. I'm just flavoring what we're going to do in the next segment because, we all make the rolls and then we flavor how the rolls are, concluded. So how do you want to help me draw their attention away and give the gnomes a sneak attack?
So the gnomes saw what you did.
So yeah, they turn.
Did the gnomes turn to us or away? Sorry.
They turn
The
to you
gnolls.
because you're distracting them.
You guys are like right here, right?
Yeah, if we want to split up, we're on this end, and I'm like throwing stuff over here to get their attention this way.
And the gnomes are going to take an alleyway and come up behind them.
I figured you were on the street.
So
If
me
you
and
want to, you
Tobias are here,
Yes.
and you did something over here.
Yeah, I threw one of my sacred brandy bottles.
So then they would look over here, then, right?
That wouldn't be the play.
That sounds good to me. What happens next?
Okay, so if I shot off my bow, then I would have an advantage.
As they pass by, sure, but no, you don't
Yeah.
have advantage. This is all abstract.
No, sorry. But yeah, I'd keep. Yeah, shoot off my bow.
Okay. What are Delia and Hum doing?
Hum and Delia are gonna. Well, I'm figuring we're coming up this alleyway back here and coming up behind them. And I know that Hum is going to throw fear.
All right. So that's going to give you a +8 bonus to your roll.
Crap.
You don't have to key the spell.
Right.
And Delia is going to try and snipe from horseback with a firebolt that comes out of her finger and like almost like a sparkler, and then try and hit a knoll with it.
Alrighty. I need you to roll your thing, Hum.
There isn't a thing though. It's a
Well,
30-foot cone.
what-
They must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or drop whatever
So
they're
apply a skill to it. You're thinking too hard.
Oh,
Apply a skill
oh,
to it.
okay.
There you go, fucking A. Alright.
Ow.
So, shit. I mean, that was so good. I don't think I need to tally them together. So they're all like feared, and you guys end up going in and cleaning them up and just annihilating them. However, they're not the only things that heard the bottle as this group starts heading your way. Get rid of that because it's in the way. I'm just gonna put you guys here to represent the average location. So we're gonna see how many gnolls there are. Coming up toward you. Fucking, why am I rolling so low? Alright, another 4 gnolls. How do you fucking destroy him?
Hum's just gonna fire her crossbow at them.
Alrighty.
Delia is she's gonna do firebolt again, but this time she points her staff at one of the gnolls and then aims, and a bright pink and white spark shoots out and flares into a flame as it streaks toward the target.
Ooh. Alright.
I'm gonna take my ball bearing. I'm gonna throw a good handful in the air. I'm gonna take the backside of the shark sword and just kind of like cricket bat them into their faces.
Fucking awesome.
So I'll just do attack roll this time. Probably an improvised weapon one.
shots.
gonna, yeah, do her bow.
Alright. Alrighty, so everybody passed their individual checks. And you definitely, pretty sure you passed the party DC. Hold on. If I could roll higher than a 1 or a 2, that'd be great.
It's more difficult when there's more nulls, I assume.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, everybody, yep. Okay. So you guys take this group out. And, the turn to Vardos Lane seems to be open to you. But where do you go?
Hum is going to lead them through alleyways onto Vardos Lane.
Okay.
She's gonna
so
go
between
through
the
the
houses
house
and such?
and head to Vardos Lane.
How exactly do you do that?
So up through this first house here,
Mm-hmm.
in between the backs of these houses, and coming out here. So they reach Vardos Lane before they get to the intersection.
Oh, so hold on, let me.
I guess I should get a pen.
You should use the arrow marker. It's a lot better.
Okay.
And if you right click while using the arrow marker, you can do this.
Oh, I didn't know that worked.
I didn't know how that worked either. So we're
That's
going to go
good.
through here. And then up through here to
You
here.
walk right into a group of them. There we go. Now it's a party.
Oh boy.
Now this is pod racing. All right, 8 gnolls just camping out. They're like chomping on bits of people, and they see you and they converge. What do you do?
Me first.
You first.
You first.
So Delia will spin her staff above her head while she's on this steed. And then like points her finger at all of the gnolls while holding Hope's End, and a bright yellow flame shoots out and then explodes into violent yellow and white flame with just like sparks of all colors. That's a fireball.
So that's going to give you a +8, I assume, if you're casting at 3rd.
Yes.
All right, roll your spell attack.
We'll just do.
Oh, you needed that +8.
Yes.
All right.
What?
My system's working. All right, who's next?
Hum behind that firebolt is going to fire her crossbow at whomever's standing. Whoever's left standing.
Yeah. Nice roll.
Interesting. I am gonna use detect thoughts
Okay.
on one of the gnolls, and you have to use a copper coin for it. So I'm gonna flip the coin in the air, and as he catches it, I'm gonna catch him with my grappling little hook thing, and I'm gonna start dragging him through the streets as I'm thinking, ow, 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 and running past them.
Yeah, you're thinking, ow, 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 ow. Fucking love it. Roll your.
Alright.
Roll your.
I get +5. That's the only reason I wanted it.
Oh, I dig it.
Alright, that's just an attack roll probably still, though. Ooh, 31.
Good one, though.
At +5. Type E. There you go.
Alrighty. Fox.
Oh, yeah, I guess whoever's last standing, I'm gonna run up by them with my sword and chop their head off.
Alright.
Can't keep running.
Alrighty, you guys rolled really well. But you used resources, and that's what matters to me. Alright. You didn't pass the total DC. But you all passed the individual DC. I did that math right? I added everybody? Yeah, I did. Okay. So...
That was pretty crazy, DC.
It was 100,
No kidding.
105. So everybody... But you didn't roll 10 under, so everybody just takes this much damage. So these gnolls are pretty fucking tough. They get blasted by this fireball, and they angrily bum rush the whole party, and while Hum takes a few of them down, some of them make their way to her and everybody as they start just slashing and biting away, but you manage to take them down, only getting about 3 damage to each of you. All right.
Does this include my horse?
I didn't consider the Phantom Steed. Well, let's do a coin flip for that.
Oh no.
Higher or lower?
Let's go with lower.
Your Phantom Steed manages to survive. For some reason, these gnolls are only drawn to the tangible folks.
Couldn't they use the Phantom Steed to like run over one?
Yeah, that can be part of the flavor. It's not about. It's about. Actually,
You're cutscene and it's quick time events. It's not like actual fighting.
it is actual fighting, but it's abstractified for the sake of time.
I'm sure Delia will make it a point to like trample one of the charred corpses of the gnoll.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say the one I was dragging
I
kind of
was
climbed
trying
up
to
the rope.
get,
hit me a little bit.
I was trying to get like, could the steed roll?
I don't think it has any.
No, it can't. This is specifically for players to roll. However, I would say that you can use the steed with the like, you can, without spending a spell slot, you can use this fact that the steed is a first level spell, and like give yourself a bump once.
It's a 3rd level spell.
Oh, what? Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well then you can give yourself a bump with the Phantom Steed once. Once per casting of it.
Okay.
So you can use that. You can use that edge next time. So where do you go now?
So now we're on Bardos Lane.
Mm-hmm. You look down, and the street. It's not deserted, but there are. It's deserted of living people, and you do see, all the way down. Not all the way down, but a fair bit down, coming out of the building that Tadias and everyone recognizes as Poor Decisions, you see gnolls, that's the word I'm looking for, congregating around it. Well, not congregating, there's like a few outside.
So I think with seeing the gnolls outside of Poor Decisions, Delia is probably gonna start like galloping towards it, if that's okay with Hum.
Hum is panicked and is kicking the Phantom Steed as well.
And you notice as you get closer that Twiddles and Fiddles is damaged. Like the building is highly damaged. Like the second story is gone.
So how close do we get before the gnolls hit us again?
Well, now I'm going to take you to a combat page.
The Phantom Steed has a speed of 100 or a speed of 100 feet, so I'm sure it's very fast.
Oh yeah, you guys get there. I'm about to transfer you to an actual. We're gonna actually do actual combat. But as you get there, you see Hum. You do see that Twiddles and Fiddles basically collapsed. You guys are right outside of Poor Decisions now. You know what? We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more because I don't want to deal with these guys. We're gonna do one more Mook encounter. It's only gonna be 4 gnolls. Right outside of Poor Decisions. What's it look like?
How many gnolls are there?
4. There's just 4. It's super easy.
4. Copy.
There's 4 on the battle map, but I don't want to deal with them. So what's it look like?
Tadaius, now, pretty heated seeing everything happening, is going to just run up and grab one of the gnolls and throw them through one of these buildings.
All right, through one of the buildings?
As much as I can. Aim for a window and just chuck it through there, just old school saloon style.
Okay.
So I'll make a grapple check, and I'm going to athletics.
Hang on. Think for a second. There might be people in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I understand that.
Okay. Go ahead and make your check.
E.
Hey Hum, for your cantrips and this abstracted view, go ahead and make a spell attack. So just charisma bonus and proficiency bonus to the roll. There you go. Perfect.
And Delia is probably gonna send another firebolt. This one is extra sparkly. See in her friends' establishments in such a state.
Hum is in the state of breaking and just throws mind sliver out just at the closest knoll that's near her, screaming for Giza.
All right.
When we're running up to them, of course, Box is shooting off her bow. But I think as she gets closer to one of them, she'd take her dagger and slice it.
Alrighty. Give me that attack roll. Clocks. Alright, so you all succeed your individuals. Probably going to knock another one out of the park. Oh yeah. Alright. No damage. You just completely obliterate them. Let me take you to the map. So, actually, before I take you to the map for poor decisions, when you get there, or when, I assume Tadice is gonna go inside, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is Hum gonna be there, or is she gonna continue on to Twiddles and Fiddles?
She's really torn. She's crushed. She's panicked. So my guess is that she's making really poor decisions right now and hoping that Delia will help her make the right. She's got a hold of Delia's hand.
You said Twiddles and Fiddles is it completely collapsed?
It's so now that you're on it, you can see that there is you can see that parts of the wall are still standing, and debris is scattered, and it looks like there's a bunch of debris that's leaning on the walls. So it's not completely down, but it's just a wall knock away, essentially.
Delia's gonna... See, Delia's very conflicted, too.
Take your time, author your character.
So... It's leaning against a wall, right? Is it enough room that there could still be people inside, or the people inside would be currently fighting off gnolls, or
how hopeful does Cinna, or not Cinna? I mean, yes, Cinna, but also how hopeful does Delia feel? Do you think she'd assume the worst or be hopeful?
Well, okay, so the way that she's thinking that if there was someone that was underneath the rubble, it would be better to take our time in order to make sure that they get out safely, and that people who are currently battling gnolls are in more danger, especially if the building looks especially fragile.
Okay.
And that if we were in a hastened frame of mind, we might make things worse for them.
Then yeah, it looks like that there could be people like trapped underneath, but it would be a sort of barrier from the gnolls.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn to Hum and say that once we have the gnolls taken care of in Poor Decisions, we can come back and see if there's anyone here and get them out safely.
Hum's kind of numb and she just follows Delia.
And I'm gonna like hold Hum's face for a second and then give her a hug and then head into Poor Decision.
All right, are you gonna? So, hey, what's the door for Poor Decisions like? Is it a double door or is it just one?
I thought of it as a single door.
Okay, good, because that's what I did. Are you taking
Sweet.
the horse in with you? The Phantom Stod.
I don't know if it'll fit.
Well, it's a single door for a human person, so...
Yeah, well, I'm gonna hop off of the Phantom Steed.
Alright. And I'm taking you to the map.
Okay.
All of that talk happened quick. The door is, like, swinging open. And you can see some gnolls just, like, inside. It's dark inside because the windows are not catching the sunlight as it's sinking further into the horizon. We're probably gonna roll initiative real quick. So why don't you roll
I
initiative?
thought as much.
Alright, descending. And, I'll change the music quick. Alrighty. Box, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to get up to the door. I'm gonna tell the guys, let's go get the survivors.
Can you say that again? I didn't catch that.
Let's go rescue the survivors. And I'm gonna run in, surprise attack them with a short.
You definitely have surprise, and you can use your sweet feature. You have advantage, remember? There you go.
I'll just roll again.
Yeah. Alrighty, so who are you aiming for?
Oh, the first one I see would probably be that one.
Alrighty, roll damage. You crit. Let's pile another D8 on there and roll your sneak attack twice.
An extra D8?
Because you crit. You're an assassin. Remember?
I thought it was D6.
Oh, sorry. I'm used to... Well, take the 2. Whatever.
Okay.
Roll your sneak attack twice because crit. No, your sneak attack. Did you forget how to rogue?
I keep clicking on it and it's like changing the page. Weird.
There you go. You shoot this gnoll right through the eyes. You have to show me what you did because I did it easily. Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Alrighty.
Well, I'll move to the side so they can come in.
Okie doke. You hear the sounds of shuffling and like falling debris, like wood and metal. Just like it sounds like rummaging, and it's coming from over here. Delia.
Okay, I'm gonna get in here. And I'm gonna send out 3 of my Scorching Ray
Alrighty.
at we'll just go this one, then this one, then this one.
Alrighty. Hit. 7, 12, and 3.
And I can't move to the side, so you guys will just have to
Push through.
push the little gnome away.
Badias.
I'm gonna stomp on in. Take a quick scan of the room. What do I see?
A freaking mess. Tables strewn all over the place. There's broken glass all up here. And you hear what sounds like some scratching in this corner, and it's kind of hard to see. I'm just going to say you see it, map and dynamic lighting notwithstanding, but you can see what looks like 2 figures scratching at what might be a barricade on the stairs leading up.
Gotcha. I'm gonna make a beeline for that then.
Alrighty. Broken glass is rough terrain, and
Dude.
it's going to hurt you.
Don't care. Bonus action.
Alrighty. Every 5 feet you go through it, it's going to be as if it were thorns.
Yep. And then
Well,
10 and 20. Those are the 2 rough terrain movements I had.
Alrighty, so then you're going to take some piercing damage as your feet get shredded up by this broken glass that's just strewn about. All of the like, you know, pitchers and shot glasses and pints all broken apart here. Anything else?
Alright. Can I see them properly now?
You can.
Alright, as an action, I'm going to throw a dagger at this guy.
Alright. That is a miss.
Alright, second attack, I will use one of these hand axes.
Alright, that's a hit.
Oh, right.
Slashes into him. Ow!
And I will begin, I believe this is the bar actually.
It
this
is.
color. So I'll begin climbing up it, and you just see just dead-eyed, determined, bloody feet. Dadiah stepping on the top of the bar as he's climbing up and just starts staring them down, breathing heavily.
Alrighty, hum.
Hum is going to run in. And she's going to take a shot at this knoll that's standing there
Alrighty.
with her cross. And she's going to use her dual bolts.
Hit. And you can take another attack.
Yep.
-6. That one misses, unfortunately. Clatters to the ground.
And she is go. Oh, I already took. Never mind. Go ahead.
Alrighty. From the darkness comes this knoll here. And it kind of like assesses what's going on and goes, "Wah, wah, 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 wah." And then this one answers back and gestures toward you guys. And the knoll rushes toward first person it sees. Using its special ability, it's going to make 1 bite attack. 22 to hit.
22 to hit.
Hits.
For 5 piercing. This one, Angre, is going to motor after Fox. Wait, hold on. Actually, it's going to make 3 attacks on Fox because it didn't use all of its movement. So 1, 2, 3, 16, 8, and 22. Hello, Nyx.
Oh, on me?
Yes, it's going after Vox. 16, 8, and 22.
I can see him come to me, so I can use my reaction to have the attack then.
To what? What? What are you doing?
Sorry. Yeah, 16, 22 hit.
Alright. 6 and 3.
So what I think you're trying to say, Nyx, is you can use your reaction to have the damage as a rogue.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I'll use
once
it-
the damage happens, you can do that.
Yeah. You can do that with the 6 if you want. Alrighty. This null's gonna come down and go after Hum. Eight.
Misses. Misses.
Oh boy,
That's
nice.
it.
Nice. Alrighty. Snull is going to come down and attack Fox. 1, 2, 3, 18. For 6 piercing.
Misses, hits. Do I get to react to that one too?
You only get 1 reaction per round.
Oh,
Alrighty. Snull is going to come down here and go after Bite. So 17, 7, and 23.
Hits. Misses. Hits.
5 and 6. That Knoll is dead. That Knoll is not. I'm stalking out of the darkness. And it's going to use its sudden rush. Take a bite at and then steps back. But it misses, because it's too crowded. This one's going to go after Tadias. Not caring if it steps into the glass. It's going to take some damage. Ooh, it took all the damage. And it's going to take some bite attacks on him. Bite. Oh, shit.
3 hits. I will use shield.
Okay. Does that block?
So
What's that? Does that block
Yep.
24?
blocks all but the 24.
Alright, so 5 piercing.
Cool.
Alright, this one is still trying to move away debris and trying to get up the stairs. This Knoll, angry, stalks over and is going to lunge over the bar at you.
Mhm.
So he swipes with a claw. 10. And he swipes with another claw. 25.
Hit.
He grabs your shirt after dealing 10 slashing, pulls you in, and bites. 27.
That does also hit.
Roll a wisdom save.
So I'll take that 14. Ouch. And I would roll wisdom save. That is this one.
Holy fuck. Alrighty. You don't know how long this is gonna last, but your intelligence and your charisma scores become 1. You can't cast spells, you can't activate magic items, or understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. You can, however, identify your friends, follow them, and even protect them.
I'm about to be a mean drunk for a full however long this lasts.
That's the end of his turn. Fox.
she's gonna take her short sword and attempt to stab the one in front of her.
Right. Just so you know, this one is more damaged.
That one, you said?
Yep.
Okay, let's go with that one then.
That's a hit. And then you get your sneak attack, but you don't even need to roll it because it's dead. Anything else? You have, do you have another weapon? You could use another, you could attack again if you wanted to.
I get 2 attacks. Or...
You get, so, 2-weapon fighting, you can make an offhand attack. Because I know you got a dagger in there, too.
Yeah, okay. Let's, dagger the one in front of me, then.
Alrighty. It's just gonna be a D4 damage, but hey. A 2D4
Never mind.
damage.
Crit.
So we're going to count. It's only 4 damage, unfortunately. You don't get your modifier. What?
Should you get sneak attack on this one?
No, you can only use sneak attack. Oh! Yeah!
Friend within 5 feet.
Well, also, you didn't use it on the last one, so yeah, you could. Go ahead and roll that shit twice. Fuck yeah. Bam. Alrighty. Vox slashes in and, like... what does it look like? You killed both of them.
Stab the one in his mouth, and then switched hands with my dagger, and just took my dagger on the side of his head.
Nice.
Stop it.
He just drops like a leaf. Like a rock. Alright. This one continues to, at the debris. It doesn't look like they have much more to go. Delia.
Okay, I'm gonna we're gonna Bigby's hand, interposing hand, for Hum.
Can you explain how that works? Oh god. Oh god.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of text.
It's a lot of text. It's not formatted.
Interposing hand. The hand interposes itself between you and a creature you choose while you give the hand until you give the hand a different command. The hand moves to stay between you and the target.
You can only do it to yourself then. Between you and a
Oh.
creature.
Okay. So I take it if I... she'd take opportunity attacks, wouldn't she?
At least one. Just one, actually. As opposed to
No
as opposed to
worries. Just kill them. No
Okay.
worries. I got
Then we're gonna cast Shatter
3. Alrighty.
on them at a 4th level.
Cool. Okay.
All the spell slots I've got left, other than my 5th.
Gotta save that for a rainy day. Con. They all... wait, no, there's one more. They all fail. What is that, 28? Oh, shit. Well, they're all dead. Sorry, Hum. You had a
Oh,
plan.
no.
You had a plan.
I do have a plan, and it'll still work.
Alrighty. Well, they all fucking die as a loud ringing sounds and potentially informs all the gnolls in the area, but you don't know. Anything else, Delia?
Nope.
Alrighty, Tadias.
Oh, actually, can I move
Yes.
further in?
Go far.
So, quick clarification. Does my air belt that returns all my stuff have any sort of mental faculties?
It's still passive. I'll count that as passive, just because it operates on its own.
Oh, I was just going to throw things randomly, but okay. So, I'm just going to go whole hog by grabbing this guy and just pummeling him with my fists.
Alrighty.
So, I'm going to make an athletics to grab him.
Sure. You just grab him. Good job.
I'm going to throw him into the glass. I'm going to make an athletics to force him down.
Okay. So you're gonna shove? Okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm going to shove him down onto the ground right here.
Alrighty, you do that.
And then I'm going to drag his face with my bloody feet all the way across this glass.
Alrighty, you're gonna take that too.
Oh yeah, I have an intelligence of 1.
6. So you and the dude are gonna take 12d4.
So So I'm just pulling him by his scruffy hair all against the floorboards, watching his teeth kind of grate into it.
Oh, fuck. Well,
And I'm down as I do that.
You're down as you do that. But you did make a big hit against the guy. And you see Tadias crumple into this pile of refuse over here. Alright. What are you doing?
Hum runs forward with Delia, and she is going to cast Mass Cure Wound.
What's the area of Mass Cure Wounds?
30 feet radius.
No way.
Yeah, I
Don't worry.
can't get to him. I've already checked it, but I can get
You can.
everybody here.
If you move over
I
here,
can?
you can get you, Delia, and Tadias.
Well, it's a point of my choosing.
It is. So if you choose the point, if you choose like a point here.
No,
wait,
they can't. They can't.
I
We're
I
I
just
need
had
to
it.
make sure I can.
I actually just had it.
What's the radius? Don't we have a thing for it?
Oh yeah.
The 30-foot radius.
Hang on.
I mean, it is 60 feet, so yeah.
There you go.
Oh, just barely.
I'll let you take that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw it.
You could also like walk over there and get the benefit yourself.
Well, yeah, I need it.
Okay.
So that's the max of my movement. So I will cast it from right.
Alrighty. Healing energy. Then roll the healing dice.
Are you fucking kidding me? But 16's better than nothing.
Yep. Everybody gets 16. Alrighty. Dead. 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 Dead? Not dead. Okay. This Null is also stupid and is going to try to leg it toward Tadias. Stepping through the shards. It's going to take 6. Oh, it's going to use Sudden Rush. What am I doing? So it's going to do the same thing. 25, so 10d4, it's probably going to die. So it also starts just charging in, and then it trips, and then it just falls over on a shard of glass, and it dies. And that was its turn. Alrighty. You watch as these gnolls spend their entire time clearing this debris, and they start heading up the stairs. I'll do that on the next turn. Tadias, you wake up just in time to see this guy start to slam into you.
I'm assuming he uses half his speed to get up because I'm still prone.
He moves half of his feet to get up, and is
Alright.
going to go ham on you.
With advantage.
With advantage. Claw.
Hits.
Hit.
Hits.
Oh wait, not the claw. Fuck. Well, that's the same modifier. So
3 hits.
8, 12. Think you're
I am
down.
unconscious once again.
And it bites, incurring 2 failed death saves.
Got it.
All right, Vox.
She's gonna come over. Get up here. And I'm going to shoot off. Sorry, shoot off the bow at him.
Okay. You do not have sneak attack because your ally is incapacitated. That sucks. All right. You guys hear screaming as this gnoll starts bumbling up the stairs. Yulia, what do you do?
Okay, I think now we're gonna Bigby's hand.
Okay.
And we're gonna cast it so that it's here. And then we'll do forceful hand to get this guy away from Tada.
Okay. Tell me how that works.
So it's the forceful hand. The hand attempts to push a creature within 5 feet of it in a direction you choose. Make a check with the hand's strength contested by the strength of the strength check of the target.
Oh, that's nice.
If the target is medium or smaller, you have advantage on the check.
You said it moves at 5 feet?
I'm not done yet. If you succeed, the hand pushes the target up to 5 feet plus a number of feet equal to 5 times your spellcasting ability modifier. The hand moves with the target to remain within 5 feet.
Okay, so he rolled a 10. Because
Okay,
I hit
so-
dexterity instead of strength.
The hand has +8.
Okay. Definitely does it. Moves 25 feet.
Yeah, and we're gonna push it over this way.
Alrighty.
Does it take damage from the glass?
Oh shit, yeah, totally. That was 5 squares, so
So it's...
grinds it to dead.
Alright, sweet. And then... Let's see here. There's something about moving the hand. Okay, so I can move the hand 30 more feet,
Okay.
and I'm gonna move it over towards the stairs.
Okay.
Along with myself.
Alrighty. Let's pray.
It's time.
Woo! Tadius is alive still, clinging on to dear life. Hum, it's your turn. What do you do?
Hum is going to run as close as she can to Tadius and try to cure wounds, but I don't think she can get close enough to.
Oh. Well. Shit. Maybe you'll switch it for healing word. Yeah, there's no way you can get close enough to do it. You can dash to get right up next to him. Sort of.
Won't do anything.
Yeah, it won't do anything. Holy fuck. You have
We're still
master
in
wounds
this.
again? Oh no, you only have one fifth.
We're still in this.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I am going to dash to get up next to him.
Alrighty.
Is there a way for me to do it without hitting glass?
Yeah, there is. There's like a little pocket over here. And you can like use the knoll as a step.
Okay, she'll be there for the next round.
Alrighty. This one goes up the stairs. That guy is dead. Box. You have an opportunity. You do have an opportunity to try to help Tadius. And you can certainly make it there. Are you here, Nix?
Yeah, I am. I'm just trying to.
Is everything okay?
think. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. What what do I have that can help him?
All characters can make medicine checks.
Oh, that I did not. Okay, I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna stand on that body there, and make the medicine check. What do I roll for that?
There's a skill called medicine in your thing. Alrighty. Who wants to describe what this looks like? Because this is extremely important. Alright, I'll do it. Vox, you've had times where your allies in your mercenary days, that's not going to be a surprise, I'm not spoiling anything, have gone down, and you've had to give them a quick fixer-upper so that they didn't they didn't just perish. You see Tadias, like, on the ground, and he's got, like, this shard of glass that's getting closer to probably the most important artery, whose name escapes me right now. You rush over, and you can just see that if his head's drooping, and you can see that if his head droops any lower, it's going to cut that vein, and he's going to be gone. So you run over, and you cradle his head just in time for a hum. Delia, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna use my action to get up the stairs
Okay.
and bring the hand with me.
Alrighty. You can see them starting to turn a corner.
Okay, the hand has 60 feet from where it's at. Could I...
Plenty of movement.
Okay, we're gonna do the clenched fist.
Okay.
Which is melee spell attack using your game statistics. So...
An int save would be the same modifier.
Oh, actually, I think I have... Yeah, I made a macro.
19 hits. For 19 damage. How quaint. Is this force damage?
Yes.
Alright, you pound one of them down, and it's like scrambling underneath the force of this mighty fist. Thaddeus, you're alive, but unconscious. Hum.
Hum is going to cast Cure Wounds on that.
Alrighty. Guys, you take that much healing.
You see his eyes kind of just slowly lilt up, and he kind of stares towards you. And you hear kind of like a grunting noise as he just can't focus his mind and say anything. Just...
Just get up. Let's go. Your family's in danger.
You think he'd be able to comprehend that?
No.
Okay. You're dead. Fox.
I'm just gonna say to look down at Tadias, being like, I think you're in good hands, and I'm gonna head up the stairs. As far as I
Alright.
can.
You can definitely like jump over to the bar from the Knoll corpse. That's a trivial matter for Rogue, for anyone really. Any hero. So the thing with catching the Knolls is going to be a little theater of the mind. So you can see them at the top of these stairs now, and you see two people, a man and a woman, cornered in a little crawl space. I hope I have it sort of right, Miles. Do you go after one of the Knolls?
I think I can get up. I can get up to like the very top. So
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah.
is there another page I can?
No, there's no other page.
Or-
It's
no?
all theater of the mind.
Okay. Yeah, I'm up there, and yeah, I'm gonna try and
One of
take them
them.
out as best as I can.
One of them is like very hurt. Like you can see, like he has a compound fracture, and the other one looks fresh.
The one that's already hurt.
Okay. Alright, that misses, unfortunately. Delia. Oh, is there any other... Oh, yeah, you had to use your dash. Delia.
We're just gonna follow the Knolls, and
Okay.
I was almost gonna say something completely different, but we'll hit them some more with Bigby's hand.
Alrighty. That's a hit. Are you going after the super damaged one?
No.
You want to
Because I'd rather maim the fresh one.
Alrighty, roll that damage. 17. Okay. They're both quite maimed. Thaddeus, you're alive.
Okay. He's gonna struggle to get upward, broken glass and every bit of his armor. Kind of just lean against the bar and stand there and do nothing.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Hum's gonna hit him with Cure Wounds again.
Alrighty.
She's gonna look at him and say, "Your family's in danger. Get up there."
He's just gonna stare blankly at her.
Box, the flesh gnawer starts to turn to you and starts attacking. Bite, bite, bite.
Miss. Got.
6 piercing. Now it's your turn.
I'm gonna run at it with my short sword.
Alright. That's a hit. Alright, you stab it through and it crumples, dead. The other one is still alive, however, and starts to bite at you. It's 18, 20, 13.
Hit, miss.
Another 11 damage. Delia.
We're just gonna punch him.
Alrighty. Hit. Dead. Okay. You're out of initiative. The woman and man up there. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Box goes and helps him get up.
Delia's gonna come rushing right back down the stairs.
You bring them down the stairs? Is that what you said?
Delia is gonna be rushing down the stairs.
Okay. Alright.
Hum yells, "Mr. and Mrs. Adanoff, Thaddeus is down here and he's not good."
Thaddeus! And they both come stumbling down, and they kind of look over. I'll have tokens for them. Let me just give a placeholder real quick.
Box is helping them come down.
That will work. And
Hum is just like pushing herself at Thaddeus. She's pushing on him, going, "What's wrong with you?"
go ahead and keep rolling. They come down and they see Thaddeus, and they approach.
He's got bits of glass in his leg, running up the side of his body, some in his face. He's just sitting there right against the bar, just bleeding from the side, looking at everyone like nothing's happening.
Hum's gonna try to cure wounds again, see if that helps.
The man. What's your dad's name? What's his dad's name?
I believe it's Peter. It's spelled differently though.
The man kind of looks like around and says, "Thank goodness you're back. Can you close that door?"
Hum runs over and closes the door really hard.
All right. Barricade it.
she's pushing Knowles up against the door.
Oh yeah. So you close the door, and yeah, you push Knowles against the door. Love it. So Miss Adenoff comes over and like leans over the bar, and she touches Tadias' shoulder and says, "Are you right?"
I shrug her off.
Tadias, are you facing her?
I'm just kind of looking off at the bar.
You recognize your friends though.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I don't want to be touched. I'm in pain. I know they're not going to hurt me.
Gotcha. All right. Something's terribly wrong. Says in a quivering voice.
I could try healing him again.
What's Delia doing? Hello?
Oh, she's actually be right back.
Did she?
She typed it
In-game.
in chat.
Oh, okay. Well, it is 7:20. Do you guys want to take a break?
Whatever you guys want.
Well, let's take a break then, so that I can eat.
Hello.
We're waiting on Nix.
Oh yeah, Mike. I don't know if you knew this, but Bigby's hand has like an AC and hit point. Like it can be attacked.
Okay, noted. Maybe we should get you like a token, proper token for it.
That'd be pretty cool.
Is it just a glowy hand, or is it like a skeletal lich hand?
It is a like really light lavender, almost opalescent, like sparkly hand,
Mhm.
and it is wearing a glove.
Ooh. So it looks like a magician is smacking people up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with the with the 3 lines on the back, like those weird.
It's the master hand. Think of it that way.
Yeah.
It's just like a pearlescent pink, purple, master hand. Going around
Yeah.
upsiding people.
Copy image. All about like that, with the lines, like the textured like stitches. It's in Tavern at the End.
Yes.
All right.
Like if Thing from Adam's Family was wearing those gloves.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Oh, it doesn't even float. It just walks on the ground with its fingers.
No, it has to float, or else it would have taken a lot of damage from the glass shard.
All right.
Okay. So, well, what do you do?
I'm not doing anything.
All right. The Peter and what's his mother's name?
That one I'll have to look up real quick.
Mrs. Adenoff.
He misses out on first right now.
How do you spell Peter? Is it like
It's Pyotor, I
Okay.
believe, is the Russian spelling of Peter. Piotr?
Piotr?
Yeah, it's Piotr.
It's a cool name.
I have it saved in one of my note things, but I made this character 2 years ago, so backstory stuff hasn't seen light of day in a while.
Gonna see a little bit of light.
Yeah, right?
I'm just gonna put Mrs. Adenoff for now, unless you find it in the next 30 seconds.
Maybe I put it on my actual card. Let me take a look.
Mrs. Adenoff for now.
Sounds good.
So Piotr, I, he says, "Thank you. Are you here to bring us to the Citadel?"
Do you know Gizo?
Yes, of course.
Have you seen him?
He kind of looks down and he shakes his head. I'm afraid not. We've been cooped up in the attic since this whole thing began.
Tadias, please wake up. We have to go see if Gizo's there.
Stand there against the bar, just looking at it. I sometimes look at her and just kind of look back to the bar.
I feel like he's patting her on the head.
No. He doesn't understand the intonation of your voice as being worried. He just hears noise.
She's crying.
Oh yeah, sounds about right.
Piotr looks around in a panic. Do any of you know how to check for any of those magical things?
Delia!
I'm gonna come around the bar here and see if I can't take a look at him.
Okay, go ahead and roll Arcana. Just for flavor, how do you go about it?
I'm gonna grab his face.
I push her off me immediately.
Kicks him in the shins.
I'm gonna begin kind of stumbling and walking away.
Stand still!
Kind of trudges over this body.
Hum's gonna tackle him.
Alright. Delia, the effects you're seeing here remind you of a very high level of magic. A spell that can ruin somebody's psyche for an extended period of time.
Would I have any idea of how long it lasts?
You know that
Just as a general rule.
the spell itself can last for a very long time, with the creature only having a chance of coming out of it every month. But there's something a little bit different about this one that looks like it has a weaker hold. But the effects are the same.
I have
There it is. Found it. Oh, go ahead.
What'd you say?
When Delia tells us, I say I have dispel magic. Would that help?
You don't know, Delia.
I'm gonna take a seat next to this table on the ground.
I'll sort of shrug and I'll say, dispelling that sort of stuff isn't really my expertise. It might be something we have to take him to a healer for.
Hum just throws dispel magic at him just to see if it works.
Tadias, everything comes back in an instant. And for a moment, you fall unconscious. And you see, as Tadias falls unconscious, you see his eyes glow. And for a moment, for a moment he's out, and then he starts to come to. And Tadias, you have a new sort of memory, like a remembered experience, enter your mind. You remember the sort of a vague outline of a mountain with a person in front of it, and this blinding, intense radius. And you remember hearing Safinir's voice. And she told you, Tadias, I'm sorry I had to reach out to you in this manner. I must warn you of the coming danger, not the mindless gnolls, but their implementer and its followers. I've spent time petitioning my god to assist, but it's a violation of the law of Providence to intercede directly. But, from the results of the recent tragedy you've been privy to in the stronghold of the fire cult, I have convinced another god to inspire and lend their power to a new ally, a soul as powerful as your own. I have also broken some of the aberrative effects that blurs what I can tell you. The malicious force I've warned you about is watching. You've heard of the Elder Elemental Eye from the Prophet of Fire. Through all the elemental cultists you've defeated, it has watched you and your friends. It has watched that other band you allied with as well. Your future encounters will be much more dangerous. They will fight with precision. Your friends, Hum, and especially Delia, will be their priority. The coming 10 days will be full of trial and hardship, as I'm sure you've seen. The Chain God's prophet has made his move. I continue to share my divine strength with all of you to recover quickly, day after day. You will need it. Good luck, Tadias. I will assist you as much as I can. And it all just sort of bleeds into your mind like that.
It's a lot of words really fast.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna, slowly come to. Kind of look up to Hum, feel right at his face where the glass is, and kind of. How long was I out?
You missed a lot, but your parents were safe.
I'm gonna rush upwards and kind of.
Yeah,
pat Hum on the head as I walk by.
they're already coming over here toward you.
You alright? Yes. Sorry, there's a lot going in my head. We need to get you out of here.
They both nod.
Tadias, Gizo.
Right. Okay, let's go. We got to do. Eat. And I begin walking towards the door.
All right.
You're gonna have to help move the gnolls. I'm tired.
Probably easy enough for me. Even in a stupor, I just chuck some gnolls inside.
Alrighty.
Mr. and Mrs. Adanoff, bar the door behind us. Don't open it unless you hear us.
Of course, absolutely. You guys get out of the door, and you move on to the ruined Whittles and Fiddles. Let me change the music. Fix something. Alright, so you guys walk to Twiddles and Fiddles, and as you sort of start looking at the wreckage, you also notice there are gnolls about. It's going to be another mook encounter. Oh shit, wait, doesn't Hum have exhaustion?
She does.
That performance would have been rolled at disadvantage. That's okay, doesn't matter. But for future reference. There are gnolls that look like they are trying to get into the wreckage here. And there are 5 of them. And as you guys get in there, you hear, "Help! Help!" And you recognize Gizo's voice, coming from a pile of rubble.
Hummer's gonna throw blindness deafness.
Alright, that sounds like a spell. And go ahead and roll a spell attack.
Oh, what?
Well, because it's not we're not
Yeah,
counting yet. That bonus where is it? Oh, fuck. There we go. Your spell attacks don't suffer from disadvantage because they're.
Oh, okay.
I think I would count it like that, even though it's a spell that relies on a DC. But the DC doesn't change, so I'm not going to let the attack roll change. So, We'll take the 20 plus the 5, so 25. Okay. The gnolls are like distracted and blind and blah, 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 blah. Who's next?
I'll go. Seeing these gnolls, I will send some magic missiles over towards them.
All right.
The purpley, sparkly, crystally kind.
As a first level, go ahead and rock
Yes.
your spell attack. Nice.
How far away are we from them?
As far as what makes your thing cool, make your thing cool. This is all abstract. Tell a story. Attached to a dice roll.
Okay, while you're thinking about it, as I walk out, I'm still in a stupor, but as soon as I see their furry bodies, you can see his brow furrow as he just stomps towards them. And when she deafens and blinds them, I'm going to run up and grab one by the muzzle, and I'm just going to pull his jaw open.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say you use him to hit other ones.
No.
All right. Well, that is a
I'm
good
gonna
attack.
open him like a real tight book.
And you like scrambling around. All right, Fox, what are you doing?
Yeah, as we come out, I think the first thing I would do is if I see them, she'd shoot her bow off,
All right.
and it might not kill him. So if it doesn't, then she'll go and take her dagger and stab it on the top of its head to
Right.
finish him off.
Roll that one attack. Alrighty. So how many were there? 5. Tally it all up. Well, you all definitely pass your individuals, and you definitely pass the party. So you guys just knock all these dudes out. And like, I hear Null screaming. Is that a militiaman? I don't know if that's Gizo's voice, but that's close enough.
Do I recognize?
Yeah,
that's what
you recognize it as Gizo.
I scream, Gizo, it's a hum! Get out here!
I'm pinned.
I'm going to begin moving rubble, try to clear a path for him.
All right. It takes a little while, but you move some beams aside, and there's Gizo with his leg trapped underneath a piece of rubble. And he like
I pick up the beam.
you pick up the beam and he like wiggles his leg. Ah, good. I thought it'd be broken. And he starts to like look around.
Box asks if he can walk on it.
Hum just wraps her arms around him tightly
Oh.
and starts crying.
Oh. It's okay. I'm here.
We have to get you to a safe place. Come on, can you walk?
I can.
Are you okay?
I'm very happy that I can.
Is there anybody else here?
I haven't heard anyone.
Who was here when the attack happened?
Well, it happened. They started coming in. It was like... Well, he doesn't say it was like. He says it was very early in the morning. Just as everyone had went home and I closed shop. And you know that to be like around maybe like 4 in the morning. They were just
Let's
here.
get
There's no bells. They were just here.
Okay, well, the Adenos are across the street. We're gonna go over there and get them and get you somewhere safe.
Oh, they're safe? Oh, good. I like those folk.
Well, this is their son, Tadias. You know that.
He shakes his head. He says, I do. I feel a little funny.
We should get going.
Alrighty, so you guys start heading off. You collect the Adonovs, and you guys start. Where do you go?
Before we leave,
Yeah.
we're at the Adenov's place.
4 decisions.
I pull everybody together and begrudgingly invite Vox because I'm still a little bit leery of who she is. And I say, where do you think would be safer? Should we take them to the way shields, or should we take them to the Citadel?
1 second.
Militia members, they were dropping their posts. There's no guaranteeing the Citadel is safe.
Perhaps we should go to the way shields as Gordon and
I'll meet up with Zachariel there.
I would
Gordon,
feel.
I know what to do.
Zachariel's there, and we know that is. I know that is.
Excuse me. I hear you. I would feel safer if they were with Floriana and Gordon.
Was that hum being kind of
Snotty, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, how do you guys move towards Wayshield HQ, which is yeah.
I feel like we're gonna plot the way before we leave.
Sure. All the streets have names. Just pretend that they have names. Vardos Lane, at least. Maybe I'll just go in here and label all the streets one day.
I mean, we did clear Vardos already.
You cleared it for now. You did see one of those gnolls that can barf other gnolls out of them.
Fucking hate those guys. So, what do you think would be best to Dias?
I gotta get to the way shields. This is our best chance. And Mother, Father, I have a lot to tell you and explain to you, but I need you to try to keep up with us as best you can.
They both nod.
You know the city better than anyone. You lead the way.
Okay. So, I feel like we would go back out to Vardos Lane.
So this is Vardos Lane. Do you mean the main track here?
Well, I feel like we'd be out here. We'd take this, about here,
Okay.
and try to take kind of a side route through the alleys over here
Okay.
to here, and then maybe cut through this park area through to here,
All right.
and then get over here.
Okay. Go ahead and start moving. By the way, your arrow was hidden. But I
Oh,
plotted it
shit.
for you. Don't worry about it. I can see it. I can see it. Everyone else can't. So go ahead and start moving your dude. And ask for perception if you really want to.
Is Phantom Steed still here?
Phantom Steed is not here.
He got poked.
He got
Popped
poked.
like a balloon.
Fortunately.
So before they go anywhere, I feel like I look at Fox and I said, this is a chance for you to prove yourself to us. Help me look around and make sure it's safe out here for our family.
Of course, of course. I thought I might have proved myself back there, but yes, of course I will look.
Oh, you're right. Just a couple little fights will prove you. Let's see what we can find.
As Vox, I'm gonna also ask Delia, do you have any family that we need to check up on?
Yes, but they're outside the city.
You guys can fight your way out to the outskirts and then fight your way back in if you want to.
Well, I look at Delia and I say, would you be comfortable if we maybe took these guys and got them to a safe place before we went and fought to our way out to your family? Or do you need us to go now?
Delia thinks for a minute and she says, I appreciate the offer, but it's more important that we get these people that we have here safe before we go all the way out there and back.
Okay.
You've got a good
So-
heart, Delia.
Fox, do you mind if we go out and check the perimeter quickly?
Of course, after you.
Go ahead and roll your perception check.
I've already done so.
I know I'm talking to things. All right. Yeah. So with that, it's starting to get dark now. For real, this time. The long day is starting to creep into night. And through the shadows, it's kind of hard to, with the weird contrast of the shadows and the lights, it's hard to see. You can't really tell if there's anything threatening in the path that you've plotted out.
It looks like we're gonna have to just chance it and hope.
Right. So go ahead and start moving your dude. Everybody can. There you go.
So we get to this corner, and I'm gonna roll another perception check.
Go for it.
I'm right beside her, so I'll roll too.
All right. Delia spots. Vox definitely spots this group in these copse of trees.
So we're going to change direction a little bit because we have civilians with us.
Okay.
And we're going to go down the alley behind. I'll show you, hold on. We're going to go this way.
Okay. Do that, and through the copse of trees, you see what looks like evidence of a gnoll camp, but there are no gnolls in sight.
So the next way I'm thinking, and if anybody has any other idea, I'm going to take a look this way and see if we can't cut down to this road. So I'm going to roll another perception check.
This was in the GM layer. That whole area got fucking smulched.
Damn.
Any
Fox,
other-
do
Yep,
you see
we're-
anything?
Yep.
Again, the shadows and the contrast of light, and like how you're facing the west now, so the sun's definitely like partially in your eyes, and it's starting to make it difficult.
Hum gets a little bit panicky and whispers back to Tadias, "Do you see anything? I'm having a hard time."
Take a look. Walks in front of the group.
Alright, Tadias, you see no movement.
It looks like it's deserted. Probably other parts of the town. We should move quickly.
So I get us to this rubble.
Oh, it's like these buildings were just annihilated.
I hope
And
they
so-
got out.
What?
Fox just says, I hope they got out in time.
Hum is looking to take everybody this way to the road.
Okay. Oh, that's what.
Does
that's
she
what
and-
okay.
Yeah, that's what my perception's for.
All right. You see a group starting to come around the corner.
Shit. So she's going to, because she sees them, are they far enough that they could move this way and
Oh, wait.
not being seen?
Perception checks. You're exhausted. You have disadvantage.
Oh shit!
Oh, too late now. It's fine. Already revealed the secrets.
Secrets are revealed.
So going through there. Go ahead and roll me another perception. All right. Looking through there, you do see a little bit of movement.
We might have to fight our way through.
We can't risk the others. And they can't catch me.
We'll stay hidden. Yeah, I'm pretty small. I can hide. Besides, I haven't yet.
It's not going to be pretty. So, I am guessing that we're going to take across here
Through the crucible.
and clear the way. Yeah,
All right.
through the.
This is a small district of workshops and forges, with one big forge right here. Oop, again there. One big forge right here.
So, we know that there are gnolls in the forge.
Area, yeah.
Hum's going to look to see if we could go to here.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception. Anybody can do that, by the way. All right, Hum. From what you can see down this little laneway here, it's clear.
Okay, we're going to take it.
All right. Take it. Move the token to here. And when you look across, down the street, you see these barricades, and through the thing you can see a very worried-looking Zachriel on the porch of the Wayshield headquarters.
I drag us all the way to Zachriel.
Hum! Or hum, he says. And he runs down and he moves the barricades a little bit. Get in quickly.
Thank you. We found our families, but things are not good at Court Decisions and Triddles and Fiddles. They're destroyed.
And they're not good anywhere. And that is where we will end our session. As Gordon walks out and says, there's not a lot of room, but come on inside. Thanks for watching, Joy.
Bye, Joy!
Bye, Joy.